Oh my god, it's so good.
Death Talk.
Oh god.
Episode 41. Welcome to the show. We are number one podcast covering Deathwish Inc. I'm pretty sure we're still the only podcast covering Deathwish Inc.
Someone out there, can you please start another podcast so we can actually be number one or possibly number two if you do a good job?
Yeah, if you do a good job, you might beat us. We got a big show lined up for you today. But before we go any further, I got to introduce the crew. Caleb. We're doing the podcast now, so
hey, what's up?
Caleb does
good to
this
be here
every week. He doesn't pay attention. He's on his phone.
It's not true.
He's taking selfies, Snapchatting people.
That's not true.
Do you want to give out your Snapchat so they can send you things?
No.
You want to keep that to yourself?
Yeah.
But if you
C baby G baby 420.
you can send stuff to the Deathwish Inc. Snapchat. It's Deathwish Inc. on Snapchat.
Send direct.
And Caleb will see it. We'll show Caleb.
Yeah.
But Caleb, how's it going?
So good. How are you?
Great. Just enjoying this nice weather.
Yeah.
Trying to
warming up.
Rich is enjoying this nice weather with his windows closed. He hates going outside.
Yep.
True story.
Windows closed, heat on, blinds down.
Speaking of warming things up, Mark Conley's on the podcast today.
Are you assuming that I have a fever or I look good?
I think you're just straight fire, just warming up this podcast.
Wow. Thank you.
How's it going, Mark?
It's good.
You got some things to share with us today?
A few things to share.
Cool.
I'm a bit of a sharer.
Good. Oh, and right next to Mark is good old Chris Martin back on the podcast. I didn't say anything negative about you this time.
I was waiting for you to say something really negative about me. But
no, I just figure you're already in a bad mood, so I don't want to bring you down anymore. But
you can't do that.
Well, everyone's here. It's not possible to bring him down any further. Everyone is here, and we're ready to go, Mark. So why don't we do the usual, and you bring us in with the news?
Cool. So news-wise, we have some things to talk about. We could talk about the Bosk album, Audio Noir. We said it came out last episode. Guess what? It's still out. You can still listen to it. We still have copies available on vinyl, CD, and some cool T-shirt designs and hoodies. The band's playing some shows. Chris will tell you about that.
We're getting really great feedback on the album.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to like it.
It's really good.
Yeah. So
it's really good.
Give it a listen.
Yeah. It's awesome. I've been listening to it a lot. Bosk Audio Noir. Listen to it. Next, we talked about this last week, but I'll say it again. Oathbreaker's recording with Jack Shirley at the Atomic Garden in California. Recording a new full-length for Deathwish to be released sometime in the future. Trey is there now and telling us that it sounds awesome. Yeah. And I'm really excited.
Early reviews are in.
Early reviews are in. Totally unbiased reviews are in.
Must be.
So I'm really excited to listen to it. I'm sure that it will be amazing. I'm excited for everyone else to hear it too. So keep an eye out for Oathbreaker later this year. The Oathbreaker reigns. Frameworks, newest signee of Deathwish. Great band. Filmed a video last week with Max Moore for a new song coming on their upcoming album, coming out later this year. Max Moore always does a great job, so I'm sure the video is going to be great. I know the song's awesome. You're going to love it. I just know you are. So the video will be out sometime in the future.
If you don't know Max Moore, he's done like a ton of awesome things.
A lot of great stuff. Gravity
metaphorically. Yes, thank you, Mark. That he did the video for that. He did a video for Converge. He's done videos for Harm's Way. He's done like a ton of awesome things.
Yeah, those like wild Code Orange videos from the last record. That was him.
Yeah. So he's doing one for Framework. So that should be very interesting. So can't wait to share it with everyone.
Really, really exciting.
Mm-hmm.
The Frameworks album comes out later this year. More details to follow at some point. Follow them on all social media things at Frameworks Band for all updates. Last thing we talk about is Record Store Day is this Saturday. Record Store Day is a day where... No.
It's the only day of the year you can buy records.
The only day.
It's the only day that you can actually go.
I actually met 2 people yesterday who are interested in music who didn't know what record store day was.
Yeah. Actually, Newbury Comics is closed every other day of the year.
Yeah, it's openly open one day.
One day a year, no.
They only open for Justin Bieber picture discs. Limited to 10,000 copies.
7,000?
I'm just saying that.
I think Bieber just walked in. Yeah,
I might have been Biebs.
Moral of the story is every day is record store day, so always go support your local record store.
Yeah, go support. Like, there are chains that are cool, but if you have a local record store near you, go to it and go buy a record, because it's a great experience that may not last forever, and it is awesome. And the people are working hard to bring you cool music, so you should go and buy something you like, or something that's new to you, or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what else is a great experience?
If this is going to be a joke, I'm going to be so bummed.
Do you know what else is a great experience, Mark?
What?
Just buying a record online through the Deathwish store.
That is.
Huge selection of distro time.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, when Caleb does it, it's gross and terrible.
No, but I don't know.
This is like this just brought me back to the early episodes when Mark was trying to sling records the whole time.
Sorry, we're just trying to make money over here. I don't know.
Just trying to keep the lights on over here.
Fucking A. Yes, buying... What are you throwing at me?
I didn't throw anything.
Buying records from the Deathwish store is great, but also go find a physical store near you.
April 16th is the official record store. Saturday, April 16th. So get out there, go to a store, and buy something cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for the update, Mark.
You're welcome.
Anything else you want to add before we move on? We're going to be talking more Record Store Day stuff. We're going to actually discuss what we're going to be doing for Record Store Day.
Ooh.
So that will be after the next miserable segment.
Nice.
But
oh, that got canceled.
No. So before we go any further, Chris is here to give us that miserable tour update.
Hell yeah.
Lots of things happening.
Lots of stuff. Lots of tours. Alright, let's do this. Cult Leader added 2 Iceland dates to their European tour starting April 19th through the 16th.
Iceland. Oh, straight fire.
Yeah. Young and the Way will be hitting the West Coast this summer with Take and Wolfhammer on June 10th through the 16th. That's all the new stuff that's happening. Just a quick recap of things that are happening or about to happen. Code Orange and Integrity are playing This Is Hardcore with Turning Point, Gorilla Biscuits, and a ton more. Bitter End will be hitting Europe this spring with Ruskits starting May 14th through the 21st. American Nightmare will be playing with Cox Sparrow.
It always throws them off every time.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
It's intimidated by the cock.
I am. And Agnostic Front at Lister Palladium. That happens June 10th at Worcester Palladium. American Nightmare, Ceremony, Cold Cave, and Death Heaven, and Touche Amore are all playing this year's Wrecking Ball Festival in Atlanta, not Chicago. August 13th and 14th. Yes. Converge and Harm's Way will be touring together in Europe with Gold starting May 18th through the 22nd. Death Index will be touring the U.S. starting April 21st through May 4th, and then they will start their European tour May 12th through the 28th.
There we go.
That is it.
There we go.
That's all we have.
That was a miserable update from Chris Martin.
You're welcome.
And go to a show.
For those who are interested, you should go to the Death Index tour. This is going to be their first shows. Yeah. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
The record's good.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be playing these small, cool places. It'll be good.
Get into it. So, Caleb,
Rich,
you told me you were interested in talking about the Deathwish store, Record Store Day happenings.
Yeah, because it's just like, it's a great experience ordering from the Deathwish store.
So great.
So easy, so quick, so simple.
Sometimes,
right, Mark?
Yeah.
Mark doesn't seem convinced.
God, just... What do I have to do to get you to play along ever once? He's over here, just support your local store. Like, we get it. You ship records to stores.
It's always a competition
Help
between
me
you two.
out, too, yeah. It's like... it's Deathwish as a whole, all right? It's
Yeah,
not wholesale versus e-store.
One
all
team,
right?
one dream, Mark.
Yeah. What's up with you, dude?
I can't. Is the volume turned down? I can't hear you guys.
Caleb, can you please explain to everyone what's going on this record store day?
Of course.
Hold on. Shouldn't Rich do this? I don't really trust Caleb to get all the details right.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, shit.
This is getting vicious.
Don't worry, Rich. Once that recording light turns off, the headphones come off. All right, so we're doing the normal. You guessed it, 21% off the
Normal.
whole store.
That's exciting.
It is exciting. We do it. This is like brand new. We've never done it before. So that's with the coupon code RSD 2016.
So 21% off the entire store.
Whole store. So it does exclude pre-order items
And a few select ones.
and a few select things here and there.
But the majority of items are there,
yes,
right? Okay,
I'd
cool.
say 99% of the store, 21%
What about
off.
distro CDs?
Distro CDs are 21% off with the coupon code RSD
wait.
2016.
Wait, what about cassettes?
Cassettes, you guessed it.
What about
21% off with the coupon code RSD 2016?
What about that delicious Deathwish coffee?
Delicious, you got it right. 21% off coupon code
but
RSD
I need
2016.
something to put it in.
Maybe a mug
maybe.
for 21% off with the coupon code RSD 2016.
So it's not just records.
It's everything.
Also, if
Except pre-order
the
items are
mug is too
excluded.
expensive, you can get a 7-inch and just open up the jacket and pour it in. If you need something to put your coffee in. What about Deathwish earrings?
I think those are sold out.
Yeah, I think they're. I don't
If
think
they're
they
in
have
stock, 21% off. Coupon code RSD 2016. Excludes pre-order items and select items in the store.
Nice.
So, did you think that was just it? Because it's not.
I actually did.
You did.
Wait, there's more?
There's more.
You have more surprises for me?
All right, so we're also doing 50%
My
off
pants are tingling.
Bandcamp. 50% off
Half off.
Bandcamp. Half off.
Half
50%.
off the entire Bandcamp.
God
site.
Potato.
Half off the whole thing on Bandcamp?
Yeah, with the coupon code RSD 2016.
Oh my
Same.
god, it's so good.
So many deals. And you know what, Mark? It doesn't end there. There's more.
No.
Guess what's next?
75% off of mittens?
We don't have mittens, but if we did, you'd get 21% off with the coupon. Okay, I'm done. So this whole week, we've been doing inventory, well, the last few weeks, and as we've been doing it, I've been putting distro titles on sale.
No
Huge
way.
sales. We're talking wholesale prices. We're talking below wholesale prices. We're talking $1 LPs.
Shut up.
Yeah, take a look, dude. They there.
How can I
Wait.
find them?
Okay, there's going to be a section of the store called Spring Cleaning Sale.
Nice.
We will be posting about it with the Record Store Day. The official announcement will be posted.
It's too bad you can't use the coupon code with those items.
Wait a second, Mart. Wait a second, Rich.
This is the best infomercial ever.
You can. So all these spring cleaning titles that are like $1 off, you can get 21% off $1. Do that math real quick, Mark. What is that?
21 cents.
That's 21 cents.
Oh, shit.
21 cents for an LP.
No, 21 cents off of $1.
No, 21 cents. It's a disaster. Okay. So yeah. Is it over yet?
That must be it, right?
It's not. There's more. All right, so we're doing a huge damage record sale. So these are all playable vinyl with dinged corners, like seam splits maybe here and there. No scratches, no cracks or anything. So all playable vinyl. Yeah, damage sale. You can get.
So, like, there could be, like, a Death Heaven Sunbather LP that, like, just got damaged or something that we can't resell. Right?
Exactly. We can sell it in person when people can see it, but now we're going to do, since we're doing the sale, this is so bad. So how much for that damaged Sunbather record would you say, Rich? What is a good deal? What would you pay it for?
I don't know, maybe $15?
$15? All right. How about $2?
For the Sunbather album, $2.
That's a double LP.
Mark's-
That's $1 a record.
Mark's jaw just dropped.
It did. It feels like I'm living in a dream house.
So yeah,
So I'm feeling a little dizzy. Are you guys feeling a little dizzy?
we get a lot of records that get damaged and we just can't resell them, so they just get scrapped So we rather like someone actually use them.
Exactly. We have a huge pile just sitting.
And sometimes just like, there's like a seam split, or like there's a dinged corner or something like that, that we just like, but we just don't have any extra covers or something, whatever may have happened. This happens quite frequently, and a lot of the times labels just throw these away.
Yeah.
Like, just like, because they can't resell them.
Or a lot of the time, Mark will just drop one on the floor and then take it home with him.
Yeah. Mark's like, oops.
That's the science of it, baby.
No, but so we just want to like just get the records out there and let people be able to listen to something maybe they haven't heard before. So this is a good way to do that. So
sometimes the corner is the smallest little thing, but we just can't resell it. So you're getting pretty much a brand new record just with a small little crease in the cover or something.
Yeah, so that's very cool. And Caleb, I think you have one last thing.
Oh my God, you know me well. We couldn't just leave it at that.
There's one more thing.
There's one more thing.
This is Caleb's one more thing. Do you guys know that reference?
No.
Okay. Sorry.
Anyway,
it's a tech reference. Never mind. Go ahead. Go.
All right. So we are now selling turntables as of Record Store Day 2016.
You have to be shitting me.
I'm not. I'm so serial. All right. So we partnered with U-Turn Audio.
Local company.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shout out to U-Turn.
Yep. So we are going to be selling a U-Turn record table.
Turntable.
Yep. What'd I say?
Remember when you couldn't remember the word turntable the other day?
Yes, I have trouble with words sometimes, as you can tell from this whole segment.
Yes. No, it's good.
So basically the deal with this is you get a turntable, and these have a built-in preamp, so you're all set there.
So just to let you know, like, this is... I have one in our...
I have
you
one
have one
as well.
too. We listen to all our test presses on this one that I have. It's awesome. It's a fantastic record player.
Looks great.
It's sleek. It's like got a minimal design, which I really like. It doesn't look like a lot of bells and whistles on it. So
yes,
it's a great looking player. And I can't tell. It's the best record player I've ever owned.
All handmade here.
Yep.
Well, in Woburn.
Yeah.
Which is like.
Yeah, they were actually when I ordered mine. I think it was a year or so ago. It was like back. You got yours back.
Mine
yours
was back ordered too.
They couldn't even make enough for people,
exactly.
So we're really happy to have the turntables in our store.
So basically, to differentiate our turntables from just the U-Turn site, so with ours, you're going to get a free Deathwish LP of your choice, a free Deathwish slip mat, and a few other bits and bobs here that we're not going to say.
And there's a preamp built into it, right?
Exactly. So you don't need to get a preamp.
Okay.
Rich and I, we had to buy preamps for ours, but they just kind of redid their base model.
Very cool.
Let me say this. For people who may not know what a preamp is, because sometimes people don't, that means with built-in ones, you can just plug any sort of pretty basic speakers into these with ease, like computer speakers or anything.
Yes,
it's not complicated.
Yeah. Honestly,
I should have explained that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know for a long time. I was like, "What the fuck's a preamp?"
Yeah. So, like, you can just if you have a pair of speakers that you use currently, you could use it with it. That computer speakers are fine, but sometimes you can really use anything as long as you have the correct connections. So
yeah, you get a lot of bang for your buck. We're gonna put these up Record Store Day. So
there we go.
Check them out.
So yeah, very exciting. Very exciting. Yeah, so just to recap, it starts Friday, right?
Mm-hmm. Goes all weekend.
So it goes all weekend. So we're actually starting a day before Record Store Day. So
yeah, because we do what we want.
Friday at midnight it will start. Caleb, right?
Correct.
Caleb's going to be staying up
cool.
late.
I don't have to do anything Friday. That's
we know you didn't have anything to do. So it will start then, and we're going to have tons of records on sale. You'll be able to use a coupon on so many different records.
Yep.
We carry, I think, close to 6,000 titles now. So I think it's the last time.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff in the store. So
God, that's crazy.
that's the last time I checked. That was like a few months ago. So it might be more by now. So it probably is more by now.
It definitely is.
Lots of stuff to choose from, and we're going to be shipping out very quickly. So yeah. But if you can't get out to a store, make sure to buy something on our store. But if you don't, go out to a store, buy something there. That's the nice thing about it.
21% off, 50% off Bandcamp,
RSD 2016.
21% off spring cleaning titles that are already discounted.
You get a discount on the discount.
Exactly. Discounts on discounts on discounts. Damage sale. And I mean, maybe there's some rare Damage records in there.
Yeah, that's a good point. Some of the records that we don't have covers for anymore are a rare copy, so you could actually get a rare copy
Exactly.
for very, very little amounts of money. So
For $2.
yeah.
And then last but not least, get a new turntable.
Yeah, if you're looking in the market for a turntable, I couldn't suggest U-Turn more than anything else.
Exactly.
So
I listen to mine every day.
Love it. And I'll put a link in the show notes to their website just to show you kind of like you can take a look at what it's all about. Before we go any further, Mark, you have a story for us?
Oh, yeah.
You want to share with the Death Talk audience?
Okay, this isn't that crazy, but I'll tell the story. I had to call the police last night, 2 a.m.
You dialed 911?
No, I didn't dial 911 because I actually looked up the non-emergency contact for the police because it was an emergency.
Yeah, what's the rule on that? 911's for an emergency, but you can just call the police station.
Most times 911 it like automatically will send like fire truck, ambulance to like your location or whatever just to be on top of stuff. I didn't need that. I fell asleep and my girlfriend Sam was couldn't sleep and the window was cracked open and she was hearing like a loud scream for like a half hour. It sounded like a woman screaming like she was in pain or something was wrong, and it was like on and off, like every 30 seconds, every minute it would be like a loud like shriek. It was in the distance. It could have been a dog, but it really like I was
wait. It
could have been like a shrieking dog.
Oh, you weren't sure if it was a dog or a person.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was a dog or a person. It was far away.
Yeah.
So we were listening, and I was like, I really wasn't sure what it was, and I couldn't go to sleep knowing that like I fucking might have heard someone in pain and didn't. And at first I was like, I'm gonna go outside and like try to get an idea of where the sound's coming from and then maybe call the police. But then I was like, what if something fucked up's going on out there? I don't want to go outside at like 2 a.m. and someone's screaming. So I stayed inside and then I was like listening and then I just decided because it wasn't 911, so I googled the Beverly Police Department non-emergency contact. I pretty much told the guy what I told you. And I was like, it could be a dog, but I was like, it might be a person. So he alerted the patrol cars to go and check, but it was
no update?
And they knocked on your door at 3 a.m. and were like, sir, never call us again.
No, this was legitimate. You would have done the same thing. It was crazy.
I probably wouldn't have woken up to be realistic.
Oh, well, Sam didn't fall asleep. She didn't wake up to it.
Oh, okay.
She was still awake, and that's what kept her up because she was just hearing it. And then woke me up, and I was like, what are you talking about? And then it was, like, kind of real. I thought she was just, like, saying, like, she was hearing stuff. But it was scary. So, that's it. I hope that
you've also had, like...
or he was okay.
Like, homeless people in your, like, lobby, like, screaming at you.
Okay, yeah, there's a homeless guy sleeping in my lobby the other day, and I knocked on the door and told him to leave because he was, like, screaming, like, going, ah, 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 and, like, shaking, and, like, it's the front door of, like, a lot of people that live in this building, so I was like, dude, you gotta get out of here. And also, this other guy was staring at me from down the road the
This
other
is
day.
my guy.
Just grimacing at me, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna steer clear of this guy. He was standing outside in Neapolis, and he was like, excuse me, got any spare change? I gotta get some fresh pizza. First of all, props to that guy for calling it fresh pizza. Second of all, I didn't have any change, and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't have anything, and I just kept walking.
I would have told him, I was like, if you want to get some fresh pizza, you might want to move on past Neapolis.
Yeah. Go up.
You're not gonna get it there.
Across the
Little Italy, they got that sweet sauce.
couple blocks up. No, but I just told him no because I didn't have anything, and as I'm walking away, I didn't turn around, but I heard him start yelling at me, going, turn around, I'm going to show you my fucking balls. Look at my fucking balls. Turn the fuck around. And then I didn't turn around, and I should have thought to, like, walk somewhere else. Nope, just walked into my apartment building, so he just
Oh, Jesus Christ.
saw me walk into my apartment building.
And then the next night, he was in your lobby going, look at my balls.
Yeah, that wasn't... It might have been the same guy.
I hope it was.
Shout out to the homeless people of Beverly. We all need somewhere to go. I just don't want to look at your balls. I mean, good luck out there. I'm sorry.
Maybe you
I
would
wish there
want
was
to just
something
take
I
a
could-
quick look.
Maybe that would have
What
made
if there was
it.
something interesting
Take a
going
quick
on?
peek, you know?
Maybe he has 3.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Maybe he was concerned about a lump and needed a second opinion,
Yeah.
or something.
Maybe he shaved like a cool design into the scrotum
You know
area.
what? This is
Maybe-
eye opening. I gotta find him and apologize.
Maybe he wanted to sell you some signed baseballs.
Yeah.
You're right. Oh God,
Well, you never look, so how are you supposed to know now? You're regretting that, huh?
I am regretting it.
You love baseball.
Yeah.
You actually do love baseball. Speaking of that, baseball, yeah. Opening day.
Yeah, so
Speaking of
next
that,
next
baseball.
segment,
Yeah, that's Mark, if
What?
you can look at people's balls if you want.
Between the guys yelling at me about looking at their balls, passed out in my lobby, someone screaming, I'm like, should I move? Like,
No.
Is this a
Should I
good
not
No.
move here?
No, it's I think the location is prime. You gotta look past some of the negative parts of it.
Yeah. I'm here for another year.
We're just right
renewed
next-
my lease.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good.
Actually, hey, I moved to Beverly a year ago yesterday.
Opa.
Now you're only able to renew your lease because we got those votes on iTunes, right?
Exactly.
Those 5 stars.
That's it.
We want to give a sincere shout out and thank you. To
But
all.
we're gonna need 5 more 5-star reviews on iTunes in
My
order
lease is
for
coming up.
Caleb to renew his lease. So if you
Caleb should probably move. Don't vote.
don't vote for Caleb
Should move far, far away.
Wow, guys.
to a
it's-
galaxy.
Well, that's not even what I was saying, but yes. I was just saying your apartment's like kind of shady and like in a weird museum, but whatever.
Wow.
You're talking about your
okay.
apartment? Like,
Yeah,
would
what?
you ever say that about Mark's apartment?
No.
Because
Oh,
Mark's
wow, Mark.
apartment's
Your
dope.
apartment's great.
I
My
mean-
apartment's dope.
It is good.
At least when I go home, no one show me their balls.
You're right. You just have ghosts showing their ghost balls.
No, I have ghosts gently caressing my balls.
Anyways,
So yeah,
like like Whoopi Goldberg in that movie.
maybe.
What?
Whoopi Goldberg?
Yeah, was that movie Ghost?
Are you thinking about Patrick
Oh.
Swayze?
Wait, is Whoopi Goldberg in that?
she's
don't
not
know.
the ghost, but she's in it.
Oh, she's not the ghost. Who's the ghost?
I don't know. Patrick Swayze's the ghost.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought Whoopi Goldberg was the ghost.
Let's be real. The Sways, you can do whatever you want.
Oh God! All right, this is taking a turn for the worst as usual.
Yeah.
We had some listener feedback that it's going to be very upset about
Thank
this segment.
God. Oh yeah.
Fuck.
So speaking of that, let's get into the listener feedback.
Shall we?
We should. So yeah, if you want to be a part of the show, we have multiple ways to do that. Use the hashtag AskDeathTalk on Twitter. Email us deathtalk@deathwishinc.com. Or you can do the most popular way of interacting with the show. Mark, do you know what that is?
Probably by telephone call.
That's right. You can call the Death Talk hotline. That's
Still work if you call collect.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
That's 754-703-8255. That's 754-70 D-Talk. And when you call, just make sure to leave your first name and where you're from and a brief message, and we'll play it on the show. Just like this one from Andrew.
Hey guys, this is Andrew from Cutler. I just heard on the latest episode about social media, specifically Instagram and the new algorithm coming. It's something I work with on a day-to-day basis, and yeah, it kind of sucks. And yeah, I mean, some of the ideas behind why they're going this way is to, of course, make more money, and oftentimes talk about more engagement from people, because you'll be seeing things you really enjoy. But I'm a little skeptical of this and think it's not a very democratic and socially equal way of doing social media. So yeah, just some more insight, and happy to provide more more geeky information about social media, working a day-to-day in an ad agency. So take care, and see you guys now.
All right, so that was in regards to our last episode where we talked about, if you didn't listen to it, Instagram algorithm.
Yep.
It's starting to take effect now.
How do you guys like it?
I don't like it
Cool.
because I just like to see things in order personally.
Yeah.
Same.
I'll see the same photo like 5 times in a row
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't noticed it
because
yet.
I've refreshed it and the same photo goes up to the top that I've already seen.
Yeah.
No, it'd be a good idea.
What?
Instagram, they have like Instagram free and then Instagram premium, and Instagram premium is like a small fee per month, and you get to no ads and sequential order, and that money could still go to whatever it needs to pay for. But then if you get the free version, you get the shitty version now.
I'm completely fine with paying for things that I find useful.
Yep.
And I think there always should be a paid option for something, because obviously you can't do everything for free all the time.
Yep.
There has to be some way to make money if you're going to do something, whether it be ads or paid subscription or whatever. I mean, I'm perfectly fine. If I find something useful enough and I think it's worth it, I will definitely pay the money to have that thing. Would I pay for Instagram? Probably not. I mean, it's nice and I like having it, but like,
Yeah.
I'm not paying to like look at pictures all day. Like,
Sure.
It's so like, and I think a lot of people wouldn't. I mean, there would be some people that would, obviously, but I think the majority of people, if you said, if Instagram said we're going to charge $1.99 a month to look at Instagram, people would be like, "Fuck this! I'm never doing that."
Yeah.
But so they want to keep it free, obviously, and the ads aren't great either. But like, it's a little bit better. I don't mind the ads as long as like things like stay in order. But I don't know. It's gonna be different now. We'll see. See what happens. I think so far, out of all the social networks, Snapchat's doing it the best. I don't know if they're profitable. I don't know if they actually make money or not. But like, as of right now, Snapchat's probably doing it the best. You don't even know how they're making money.
Well, for a little while, they were charging for some of those, like, like the face mapping things. But
Yeah, there was that.
stopped.
I think they're just like kind of playing around, seeing what works.
Yeah.
You can go to like, I'm sure like there's some sort of paid program.
Yeah, because
If you go to like the storyline, you can see like
Yeah, there are
different brands at the
companies and
top.
stuff,
I'm sure
yeah.
they pay for that spot. Maybe I'm wrong. And then there's like some days there'll be like certain filters. Like today is like a Kobe Bryant filter. Have you seen that? Because it's like his last game today, and it's sponsored by Nike. You can see it. So like, I think they're doing it kind of, doing it good, and you don't see like giant ads when you open the app. So
Yeah.
that's like cool. But
Yeah.
whatever. We'll see what happens with Instagram. Hopefully, it doesn't suck. Mark, you seem very upset about it.
That was a great call.
Yeah, that was very cool. Here's another good one. This is Brad from North Carolina.
What's up, guys? Brad, North Carolina. Long-time listener, second-time caller. Jamming some of the playlists right now. Always great. But it kind of prompted a question. You guys ever listen to that song, I'm on Fire, by Bruce Springsteen? And wonder what the fuck was going on right there? What that's all about? Pretty creepy. It's got to be some kind of backstory. What was the boss doing? All right. Let me know later.
Well, Mark is
yeah.
our resident boss expert.
Yeah, we're going to refer to Mark on this
Angela
question.
might be more of a boss expert.
Yeah, you and
than me.
Angela. Yeah.
Well, while you take a minute, I just want to say thank you for listening to the playlist. I'm
Yes.
digging it. Those are a lot of fun to do, so I'm glad people like them.
If you want to get our playlist every week, just go on Spotify and
Wow.
search Deathwish Inc.
Okay. This is crazy. Okay. So,
You did a little research, Mark. I'm
Brad,
done.
B Rad in the house. This song I've known forever and never knew how fucking weird the lyrics were. I looked them up and I'm appalled because I guess I just did pay attention to what the lyrics were like. Hey, little girl, is your daddy home? Did he go away and leave you all alone? I've got a bad desire. I'm on fire.
Shit, what's the desire?
Tell me now, baby, is he good to you? Can he do to you the things that I do? I can take you higher. The fact that he called her little baby, this is weird.
You're a little creeped out.
Yes.
So Brad
At
was
night
right.
I wake up in the sheets, soaking wet within a freight train running through the middle of my head. Only you can cool my desire.
So what's this about? What is this song about?
I don't know what it's about.
Oh, I thought you did. I thought you looked into it.
Well,
I did.
He's running a fever, and he needs his girl to help him.
Maybe it's like a metaphor
Cool
for like maybe drugs or alcohol or something.
I hope. I mean, I feel like Bruce is a good guy. You never heard anything bad about him.
No, he seems like a good guy. I'm just saying that we all have our vices. You know, you're addicted to grilled muffins.
True.
A lot of grilled muffin feedback from the last episode.
Yeah.
People are into grilled muffins and the fact that you are into them. We had multiple comments about grilled muffins on various social media platforms.
Grilled muffins are sick.
Yeah.
Deservedly so.
They're actually trending right now.
Yo, honestly, I've had 4 muffins since the last podcast. Maybe 5.
Not gonna lie, since you started talking about grilled muffins, I had 2.
I'm on fire. That's my bad desire. My bad desire is
It's a grilled muffin, yeah.
I'm on fucking
You
fire.
wake up in the middle of the night, drenched in sweat.
Need that grilled muffin.
While we have grilled muffins on the table here,
Can I just wrap up?
Yeah,
Brad,
sure.
the song is sick. I have no idea what the fuck he was thinking. And thank you for putting that to light, because I feel weird about it. I'll have to tell Angela about that. She probably knows. I don't know.
I cook I melt the butter in the pan first, and then I put the muffin on top of the melted butter.
You're grilling your own?
I'm grilling my own muffins, yeah.
Shit, it's so good.
When are we coming over?
Oh, never.
Dude, put the pan over your fire pit. Grill muffins outside.
That could happen soon.
Oh my god.
Grilled muffin.
What kind of muffin you grilling?
Crunchy
Oh,
muff.
corn muffin, definitely.
That's what's up. Know what's good? Try chocolate chip.
I'll try that next.
Oh, fuck, it's so good. I had one this morning. It's my bad desire, baby.
Grilled muffin in between the sheets.
It'd be messy, but it'd be so sweet.
Just grease stains in his sheets. What are those stains, Mark?
Mark, why are all your shirts just have grease stains on them? Shut up!
Remember the episode of Portlandia where he's trying to get off pasta?
Yes.
One of my
And
favorite
then
ones.
she breaks into the hotel room. He's like, "Don't look at me." That's Mark with muffins. Sam's like, "Mark, where are you?"
Be that as it may.
He's addicted. Okay.
Addicted to you.
Okay.
Did he say something else? He said something about Springsteen and something else.
Oh, the playlist. What's the playlist?
Yeah, he likes the playlist.
Cool.
Yeah.
Playlist is sick.
So one last one. Here's this is another returning caller. Lots of returning callers to the hotline here.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
This one is Matt from Newmarket, New Hampshire.
Hey guys, this is Matt from Newmarket again. I just have a couple of questions for you. One music and one movie. First up, with a distro and how you guys run it, just a quick one. I was just wondering, how does that work? Do labels contact you about selling their things, or do you look for kind of like-minded labels, stuff that you think fans of Deathwish music would be into, and seek out those labels to then, you buy their records and then sell them? And then for movies, I'm sure you guys have touched on this before, but is there anything, any certain directors that you're just all in? As soon as they announce a movie, you're like, I'm going to see that and I'm hyped for it. And maybe even for some of it, you're so hyped, if a normal director would do it, maybe you wouldn't be as into it, but you give it a little bit more leeway because of the names attached to it. And just one more thing on that for film school. If Rich hasn't seen it, I think you guys should check out Hard Candy with Patrick Wilson and Juno. That movie's sick. It definitely goes from one emotion to the next within 15 minutes. That is all I have for you guys, and I just want to thank you for helping keep America miserable in 2016. Have a good one, guys.
More miserableness.
Stay
Grilled
Miz.
muffins and hashtag stay miserable. Hashtag stay Miz. Hashtag Bundlegate 2016. Use them all.
Just use them all.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm not familiar with that movie. He just called Ellen Page Juno.
Yeah, I know.
That's sick.
Oh, Patrick Wilson and Juno.
Yeah. Caleb, do you want to take the distro title? Caleb's
Sure.
our buyer here. He's the one that brings in the majority of these titles. So
Yeah, it's both. It's both ways you mentioned. Sometimes people approach us. Sometimes we approach people. Yeah,
we have a lot of exclusive labels that we work with that we do distribution for, and we run their stores. we haven't talked about it in a little bit, but like React, Melitov, 6 Feet Under, Protagonist, 12 Gauge. There's a bunch. Youth Attack, yeah, we do a bunch of distribution for a bunch of labels, so we actually carry all their titles, which is really nice. So that's really cool that we get to work direct with a lot of these labels. But then sometimes we don't work direct with some labels where we just pick it up from their like distributors. And there's a ton of distributors out there.
And then some labels we don't work with directly, but we order from directly or we trade with.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like Caleb will get emails from people saying like, "Hey, you want to pick up this record?" And he'll say, "Yeah, definitely," and then go from there. So, but we're always seeking out things as well.
Exactly. Yes. But we get hit up all the time too. Sometimes like bands will hit us up and be like, "Hey, you want to carry our demo?" And sure, we will. We take a lot of stuff on consignment. We trade. We order stuff. All sorts of stuff. Depends.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
That we pick up things. Sorry to interrupt here, but I just did notice that someone did use the hashtag BundleGate 2016 on Twitter.
Nice.
Now the tweet just says BundleGate 2016. That's all. But
I'll take it.
Oh wait, here's another one too. We just got another one too. We'll say this. I'll say this one for after because this is some live feedback we just got from Twitter.
Yes.
So, but the other question was regarding Caleb. I'll let Caleb do this one because Caleb is a movie buff. Would you watch a movie just because a certain director made it? And who are the directors that you will watch? Doesn't matter what movie they make.
There's a bunch. I don't know. A lot of the time, I can't think of really any off the top of my head, but I do that all the time. Where I'm like, oh, I like a movie. I figure out the director, and I'll just check out whatever they do next. And sometimes it's great, sometimes it sucks. The movie we're talking about this week actually was one of those. Okay.
I was actually
I'd say if I have to pick one, I'd probably say like Scorsese. I'll check out anything he does.
Yeah. I'm not a huge. I don't really follow directors that much, but I know I do get excited when I see like Scorsese or like even J.J. Abrams. If I see him a part of a movie, I get really excited because I like a lot of the stuff that he's done. Some stuff he's done has been better than others, obviously. But
yeah,
have you ever been like disappointed, like really disappointed, or just like
all the time?
You're just like, oh my god, I love this director, but he just made the shittiest movie. Like this sucks.
Ridley Scott.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bunch that happens all the time. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like to follow directors. It's kind of like. I was going to try to make an analogy to labels.
You said this. You said Michael Bay. You basically will watch anything that he makes.
Anything you do, Bay. Bay is Bay.
Chris, Mark, do you have any like certain? Do you follow directors at all?
Sometimes I like Quentin Tarantino.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Anything he does, I always watch it.
Yeah. He's done some bad ones too.
Which ones?
Yeah, but
name a bad one.
No, I don't really know any.
I didn't love
ones,
Django Unchained.
See, Rich is getting super cocky. He's seen some movies now.
Yeah, I didn't like Django Unchained.
You don't love that one either.
I don't.
Yeah,
I should.
It's not his best, but like it's.
I like that one a lot.
All right.
I think a lot of people think it's his best. Actually,
really?
Yeah. It's everything I love, but for some reason I just don't.
I liked Inglourious Bastards way better than
I
that
think
movie.
too. Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Sick.
That's your favorite Tarantino movie?
Yeah.
Huh, wow, that's good. Yeah,
it's a good one. I like that one too.
Yeah. So
I like the Kill Bills.
Yeah, those are great.
Kill Bills too.
I actually rewatched the Kill Bills recently and liked them
Still
way
holding
more
up?
this time.
All right,
I remember
awesome.
not liking them that much when they came out, but now I'm like, all right, yeah.
So what about this movie that Matt suggested as well, Hard Candy? Do you think you could add this to the list?
Great movie. We should do that. That is a good one.
Okay, okay, we won't talk too much
Yeah,
about it, but
I don't
we'll add it. We'll add it to the list.
Yeah.
We always
That
like
is a good
suggestions.
one. I haven't
Keep
seen that
sending
in a
those
while
in.
either.
I'm doing hand signals right now. If you guys can
he's
hear,
rushing us along.
Doing hand things right now. Let's go to Twitter. We just got one from Twitter here. Let's pull that up. I got to pull up the Twitter. You guys familiar with Twitter?
The twits.
Never heard of it.
All right, this one's from at Wacko Man, Michael Kozak, and his picture has a Deathwish flag behind him, which is really cool. I believe this is the same gentleman that was suggesting we watch Turkish Star Wars.
Yep,
I think this is, but this sucks. Loved the breathing segment last episode. Can there be more? Stay Miz.
Yes, I didn't listen to the whole episode. You kept that?
Yeah, unfortunately. Hashtag Bundlegate 2016. Hashtag Ask Death Dog.
I argued with Rich so long to keep that in.
I didn't want to keep it in.
Yo, keep doing that. No, the first.
Okay, and then there's someone that just tweeted. There was there's nothing on this. It just says hashtag Bundlegate 2016.
Good.
Guess what? Nothing else needs to be said,
exactly.
baby.
So there we go.
Just blew that story wide open.
And we have one last thing to get to, guys. We have an email.
Oh my god.
This one's from Ralph. Now,
do we want to do this?
Yes, we have to address this. Because you know what? We read the good emails, we have to read the bad ones too, Mark. Mm-hmm. Not everyone is going to love the podcast, unfortunately. Exactly. Now, the majority of the 3 million listeners that we have now...
3.2.
Of course.
Yeah, it's up to 3.2 now.
Yeah, there's bad apples in every bunch.
Yeah. True. Yeah, those are real numbers, by the way. 3.2 million listeners of the podcast. Not everyone's going to like it. We found the one guy that doesn't like it. So, here we go. I'm going to read this, guys. Don't get too upset, okay? Hey, guys. This is Ralph. This is Ralph, by the way, from Berlin.
Mm-hmm.
Ralph from Berlin. Hey, guys. Generally, I love your podcast, especially Film School, but can you please stop giggling like 13-year-old girls and goofing around half the time? It's not funny. Your laughter is downright annoying. Come on. Who cares if you like ice cream or donuts? It's ridiculous and stands in stark contrast to the music you put out on the label. Film School seems to be the only segment of the podcast in which you act like grown-ups. Please grow up. Thanks and greetings from Berlin. So we ended it on a high note.
Stop laughing.
Sorry.
Shut the fuck up.
Ralph.
That wasn't funny.
Ralph.
Can we do a whole episode perfectly like the music we put out? Where it's like,
yes.
Hello.
Hi. Ralph, we will do a serious episode just for you, and we'll see how that goes. Sorry, we're not NPR. We're I don't know what to tell you. We like laughing because it's funny and things are funny, and we like to have a good time on the podcast. My idea when I started the podcast was like I didn't want to do a general like interview, talk about records, sort of podcast. I just wanted to have a discussion. I noticed that we would have discussions all day at work about random things all day, and I wanted to record it and get it out there so people would know what we like and what we're into and what we talk about here, and then maybe people want to have a little bit of insight on what the people at the record label do. So
also, I think it's important to point out,
and we laugh all the time here. There's a lot of jokes going on here. So yes, we do laugh. We do have a good time. If you don't like the podcast, I don't know. Sorry, don't. Just fast forward to the Film School segment.
Yeah. And also, I think this is like generally a thing where people like, oh, you like hardcore or punk or metal. That means you're like a miserable like. Yeah, that's not a thing. Like a lot of people I know who like this stuff, this music and everything, they like ice cream and they laugh.
Yeah, there's some weird like
Caleb loves ice cream.
There's a weird like seriousness that comes with hardcore and metal and
like
punk.
There is some of that there, but not all of it.
We do the podcast to hopefully entertain people and keep them and give them a little bit of information of what's going on. So sorry, I don't know.
Yeah,
thanks for your feedback.
But thank
you for listening. Like genuinely, but I don't know. We like to laugh.
We're gonna keep giggling.
We're gonna keep laughing.
Yep. So keep hashtag keep laughing, hashtag Bundlegate laughing.
Unfortunately, I'll have to say I feel like my giggle is probably the most annoying giggle out of
no,
everyone's.
mine's definitely. I think everyone thinks their own is
too.
Yeah. You don't have a giggle. You just go ha 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 ha.
Robo Rossi, funny laughter.
Robo.
Robo Rossi, engage laughing device.
Brobo Rossi.
Brobo?
Yeah,
that's a thing.
You didn't hear about Brobo?
No, I did not.
Hey, bro,
so
got a pack of natty ice for you. Hey, bro.
Saps. Sup, bros? Sorry, I'm late, but I brought the natty ice.
Let's chug beers.
All right, no more jokes.
Initiating funnel attachment.
All right, so if you want to be a part of the show again...
bros, some girls are coming over. Let me pull up their Facebooks. Oh, Ryan, you'll love Kendra. She likes the beach. You two will get along so well. Here, take a shot.
If you want to be a part of the show,
Hey, Rich.
Ralph has definitely turned off the show.
Hey, Rich.
I'm literally crying right now.
Hey, Rich, are you bringing over your Roomba for Brobo? I don't want to be alone forever.
All right. If you want to be a part of the show, use the hashtag AskDeathTalk on Twitter.
Brobo.
Email us deathtalk@deathwishinc.com.
We need some music for the party. Let me pull up the Deathwish Spotify playlist.
Call Death Talk hotline at 754-70-DTalk. Yeah. So, I don't know where to go from here.
We just end the podcast.
No, you're done. We're cutting you off. Okay, what we're into. Let's do what we're into, and then we'll do Film School with Chris. We have a special version of Film School with Chris, coming up soon.
Yep.
So special.
Who wants to start? Mark, why don't you start? You're the first on the list here.
Culture Abuse. Peach. Listen to it.
I didn't see that coming. I
second
pretty
that.
Sure
I
you
listened
listened to it 15 times yesterday. So
Chris is actually annoyed. Probably the 9th time I was like, play, hit it again. Chris is like, really? Again?
No, because I really like it, but like I can't listen to something like 15 times in a row. So I'm like, yeah, I had to shut my door because I was like, I'm gonna get sick of this record.
No, it's funny.
You know?
I'm usually like that too. I usually can't, even if I really like something, I'll like listen to it a couple times, and I don't want it to get old, so I'll like put it away.
Yeah,
listen to it the
savor
next day.
it. You know,
it's not getting old. I'm literally loving it every listen, and I'm just soaking it in. This is like the feeling you get when you like love shit. It's great. I'm in it right now.
Mark loves to love things. It's
sick.
I'm gonna back Mark on this because I think I've listened to it just as much as he has. I'm really into it too.
I like records a lot. I'm like, oh, this is cool.
It's one of my favorites so far this year.
Fucking A.
Yeah, it's really good. I just don't want to get sick of it, you know. So I want to like
kind of like Caleb listening to True Widow all the time.
I was already all in. Second to last song, fucking harmonica comes in.
Yeah.
I'm just like, get out of here. Get out of here.
So really good. Culture Abuse, Peach.
Also, shout out to Peaches. Those are dope.
Those are good as well. Chris, you want to do something?
Yeah, I'm into Raspberry Pi.
Did you just get one?
Not an actual pie that you eat, but like the computer.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I knew what you were talking about. But
yeah, no.
Thought you were talking about pie.
that is actually good that you actually explain that. But
yeah,
tell the listeners what a Raspberry Pi is.
So basically, it's just like a chip. It's really small.
It's electronic. It's like a little computer, right?
Yeah, it's like size of like a TV remote or something.
Come with whipped cream or?
Nope.
It doesn't have an operating system built in, right?
No, but you can like choose what you want. It's typically any sort of Linux, small operating systems. Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool. They just came out with a new one. The new one has built-in Wi-Fi, which is really cool. Didn't have that before, and they added.
And it's is it $35?
Yeah,
it's like a $35 computer, basically.
Yeah. So it's the size of a TV remote. You said,
basically, yeah.
But you have to.
There's nothing in there. There's a computer chip. There's RAM, right?
Like you literally have to buy like a box to put it in.
Yeah, you don't even have to put it in a box if you don't want it.
Yeah,
Some people don't.
You connect it to like a monitor or something.
Yeah, like for me, I'm gonna use it for like a entertainment system. So I'll use it I'll hook it up to the living room TV. And if we want to download movies,
don't you mean a misery system? You don't actually entertain yourself, right?
Yeah, I do it for everyone else. No,
he just shows like negative things on the screen,
Yeah, just awful shit.
Maybe we can put one of these in Brobo.
Yeah, he would love it.
But you can use it for like a million different things, like anything.
Yeah,
really.
like some people program them for anything. Like I've seen them programmed for. Closing window shades and stuff like that. You can just program these things to do anything, and it's really interesting. And people use it to program appliances or lights in your house.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. But yeah, they added like another set of USB ports, so there's 4 USB ports now, which is really useful. Yeah, so
That's cool. I'm into that.
Never even heard of that. That's pretty cool.
yeah, it's really cool. I got the original one. The original one's like buggy as hell, and it just like freezes, and it's just not very good. But the idea was definitely there. So I'm glad they like updated it and made it usable, and yeah, so definitely recommend it if you're a nerd and like nerdy things. So.
Cool. Caleb, you want me to go?
Sure, yeah.
All right. I'm going to be a total poser here because I've never read a comic book in my life.
Hell yeah.
Mark's looking at me in disgust right now.
I know where he's going with this. I'm stoked.
Never.
This is exciting.
Don't even think maybe I had one as a kid. I don't remember, but like I was never into them. But
You didn't when you were a kid because there was no childhood there.
mm-hmm. But I just started reading, and this is gonna be like, oh, you started reading The Walking Dead. It's like the posery comic.
It's actually
book.
not though.
It's
It's
not,
just
it's
like
fine.
it's cool.
Yeah, I started reading The Walking Dead comics, and they're really good.
So you've been continued to read them after last time you said you just read after like the first section.
Yeah, I have the compendiums.
Yep.
So I don't know much about. I don't know
Wow,
much
dude,
about.
you're killing the comic book industry. Wow.
Is
way
that
to go.
bad?
No, you're fine.
Not at
Shut
all.
up.
You're fine.
So I got the first compendium, and I'm starting that one.
What just happened? The last thing you read? Do you remember?
Should we do spoiler alerts?
It's been out for 10 years.
I'm only on the second chapter or something.
Yeah,
like that?
you're
has
fine.
Has it been
we
out
can
that
talk
long?
about it. It's been a
I
long
think it's
time.
been
Oh,
10
okay.
years.
Did it come out way before the show actually came out? Oh, okay.
4 or 5
Yeah,
years.
it was
Okay.
like crazy long.
because it was like
but-
hot shit, like comic book world, and then they're like, yeah, this is cool.
Oh, okay.
So
Guess what?
they
I've been
made
reading
a-
the comics
a show,
for like
yeah.
4 years, and I'm a poser because I didn't know about it till the show came on.
Yeah.
So I'm not cool.
So I started. I think I'm on the 3rd or so chapter. They just kind of pulled up to like the prison.
Nice.
So I think
Cool.
maybe it was the end of the 2nd or 3rd chapter. I forget.
They're
which
like
one it
in
is.
the woods and see it in the distance with the fences.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
so sick.
They just pulled into that. So.
How much better was the whole Shane storyline? It's so much better in the comics, I think.
It's more concise. It's a lot smaller.
They like
Yeah.
they drag it out on the show, and he's alive for a whole other season.
Yeah.
And
I started reading the comics because like everyone's like, oh, the comics are so much better, and it's like you can read the comics and not be bored because you don't like. Yeah, you know a lot of stuff that happens, but it's not the same as the show, and I can confirm that a lot of things are different. There's different characters. There's like different things that happen to people.
You'll notice that like they keep the storyline in the show and in the comics, but it happens to different characters.
Yeah.
With the same events. It's weird.
I just finished up the Walking Dead season 6. Is that what it is now? This season was actually really good. I liked it. A lot of people don't like the show.
I actually caught a few episodes, and I was like, it was pretty good.
a lot of people. There's a lot of hate with this show. A lot of people don't like the
I'm
show.
not really
it's
into the
bad.
show.
It's
The show's
not
really
good.
not that
See,
great.
I don't love it. I actually, and I was like, but I'm going to continue watching it because I'm into the story now, and like I think it's good. I enjoy it. I enjoy myself watching, but like
I'm in
I
the
just
same
feel
boat.
like you don't need
There
to
are-
watch every episode.
the
'cause they're
only
just
thing I don't like about it is that they're just milking it now. Like
They
just
are.
like they're
They've-
really
it's very
milking
they've
it.
obvious.
always done that, though. That's the problem with like.
And that's
Yeah,
the
from the
one.
get-go,
That's
they've
the
been
one
doing it.
difference between like I don't know. Like I almost feel like an HBO show knows when it's done. They're just like, okay, we're just going to end this now.
Yeah.
And I don't think they've really gone.
You're supposed to end it while it's good, you know?
Yeah, like they don't. I don't think. I think HBO has been very tasteful about like how they like end shows, and some people like don't like endings, but like they know when like okay, this is it. This like we can't do it anymore. Like I'm sure HBO could do. I don't know, 10 more seasons of Girls if they wanted to, right?
Yeah.
But they're just gonna end it. I mean, maybe I don't know whose decision that was, but you know. But yeah, into the comic so far. It's gonna take me a little bit to get through them all. But yeah,
Enjoy
really
it.
Yeah,
It's fun.
It's seriously, it is great.
it's my first comic that I've like really like put my head down and read. So
You might like other ones too.
yeah, I could send me your suggestions. Tell me what I should.
Yo, honestly, you liked
Comic
watching,
School with Rich. We'll do Comic School with Rich.
You liked watching like the Christian Bale Batman movies and stuff, right?
Yeah.
There's some awesome.
I don't even know where to start with all that
Well,
stuff.
He's going
There's-
to recommend you.
There are some certain specific storylines that are like in like confined books that are really good.
They're
There's
just
a
like the classic
shitload of
ones.
stories, but there are like some really good ones that you could easily get.
Yeah, I don't even know where to start with
Year
the
one,
Marvel,
Dark Knight
DC.
Returns,
Yeah,
Long
Yeah.
Halloween.
I have them. You could borrow them.
thank you for that offer, Mark.
Sure.
Also, just back on Walking Dead for a minute. The comic book is just like bam, 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 punching you just like left and right. Shit's happening. the series, they have a crazy premiere, they have a crazy episode in the middle, and then they have a crazy finale. Everything else is fucking filler.
You're right. I'm in the same boat with Rich where I enjoy it. I don't love it. I'm gonna keep watching it because I like the comics and the story enough to just like follow along.
There's certain episodes
I'm always
that
behind. I'm not every Sunday. I'm not like I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm behind like 4 episodes.
There's
but
certain
I'll
episodes that
watch
are like total bore fest, but like I like them. Like
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys okay with spoilers?
Yeah,
I am. I
I'm
don't
fine
mind.
with it.
Okay,
Yeah.
spoiler alert, season 6, you haven't seen it, whatever, blah, blah. Do you like the episode with Morgan where it kind of showed how he developed into that character? There wasn't a lot of like action. It was just like they just
that was so
developed
good.
Morgan's character of like
Guess
why
what?
he is how he is, basically.
Not that much character development on Morgan in the comic. There's some,
Yeah.
but it's not that deep. He's
That
not.
episode was fantastic, and it was my favorite of the whole season.
Do you remember a few seasons ago they found Morgan? He was like going crazy in that like abandoned downtown area.
Yes,
And
yes.
So he's always has some really interesting episodes.
Yeah.
That guy's a great actor.
Yeah. He's great in the show. But yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Caleb, what are you into?
Oh, okay. Haven't really been consuming much, but this week I have to talk about Rubber Tracks a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I had I was lucky enough to be able to go in there and record with one of my bands, and it
One
was
of the
fucking
25
awesome.
bands that Caleb's in.
Yeah.
Which
I know.
band was this?
This was Suffer on Acid.
Okay.
So we went in, we got to record 2 songs, and we got spoiled rotten. It was great. Had an awesome time. Let's compare Deathwish offices to Converse offices real quick. Things Deathwish may or may not be lacking: on-staff barista.
Things Converse is lacking. Rich.
True. Rich DeBoss Ross. They have a barista on staff. Guess how many cappuccinis I had?
How many?
8.
Chris makes coffee in the morning.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
does he make...
Is that not good enough for you?
Your little cow look right now is so cute.
Alfalfa.
Do you make espresso drinks?
I mean, I will if you want me to.
All right.
Anything for you, Caleb.
This is great. We're breaking new grounds live on the podcast.
He'll even spell your name wrong on your cup.
Yeah.
Good. No, it's sick.
I'll use a K instead of a C.
Yeah.
Perfect. And an I instead of an E? Or K-A-Y? K-A-Y-L-I-B. I get that a lot. So yeah, I don't know. Shameless plug, but we'll put up the song soonish, hopefully. I don't know, as soon as Rich masters them. Great.
Get going on that, Rich.
Take your
Next
time,
thing,
don't
next
worry.
thing, I guess. Cool. Anything else that we're into before we move on?
Nope.
Okay, so we're gonna be doing film school with Chris. Reason being, I was supposed to go to this movie, but I was
he
late.
Didn't.
Wow, way to
I
go.
was late. It randomly snowed in April, which is stupid, and then I hit too much traffic and I missed it. So I'm a bad person, I know.
Yeah, no,
But-
you are a bad person.
But Chris and Caleb were there to go see the
Again, we got
green room.
spoiled rotten.
yeah, it was cool.
Perks.
So we won't do a coupon code for this one because you can use the
RSD.
Yeah, starting Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you can use the code RSD 2016 and get 21% off your entire order.
Or 50% off Bandcamp.
or 50% off Bandcamp. You can use
Or
the same
who
code.
even knows what the discounted titles are? Like, can we even keep up?
So
Wait
yeah,
a second.
so April 15th to the April 17th, you can use that.
Can you get 21% off Damaged Records?
Didn't even
Yeah,
think
you
of that.
can. Squiddy deepity beep. Bring.
So yeah, might have to. I just lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was going to
Because
say.
of that horn, yeah.
Yeah, and Chris, Caleb, take it away.
Okay. We're gonna drop it with you, Chris, like it's hot in 1 minute. But I just want to talk a little bit about the experience.
Well, can we tell people, like, so we got to see a pre-screening of this movie?
Literally what I was just going to say.
All right, well,
No, go
ahead.
for it. No, go for
carry
it.
on.
No, please.
No,
Not for you.
Well,
No, you can go.
It's my
Please.
it's my segment.
It's your
so,
segment.
Film school
Go
with
ahead.
Chris. So, we got the opportunity to see the movie Green Room at Coolidge in Boston, which is cool.
When does this movie actually come out?
I think
Friday.
Yeah,
It comes
I
out
just
Friday.
looked it up.
Oh, great! So this will be perfect. So
In select theaters, so I don't know.
Oh my god,
Everywhere.
It's like they just. Oh my god, it's perfect.
So yeah. So if you haven't seen it yet, go see it first and come back to this. But if you're not downloading this right away and listening to it, you'll probably have already seen it. So go ahead. Sorry,
but
Chris.
yeah, no,
Pre-screening. So that's like VIP A list.
we had badges.
We
I
had
was so
badges.
stoked. It was
Wow.
like a press screen. I think there was a lot of
yeah, a lot of
there
press
was people like
there.
taking notes and stuff, and I'm just like munching on popcorn, like
Same. Yeah, it was really cool.
they
Wait,
said Cro-Mags.
they didn't know who you were.
No, they
No.
didn't.
They're like,
No, I walked
what's
in-
Deathwish? And we're like,
I walked in, they were like, "Oh, Deathwish, right this way."
That's so
They're like, "Oh, Caleb from the podcast." I was like, "Oh God, I'm blushing." No, none of that. None of that.
none
happened.
of that happened. They're like, who are you people?
Yeah, they're like, "What?" They're like, "Maybe come in."
Are you sure
I
you
know.
came in the right door?
No, they.
Sure, you're supposed to be here. But yeah, so we got cool guy treatment, and it was cool.
Chris, explain a little bit about the movie and your thoughts on it.
Okay, so it's so for anyone that no one's seen it, so
But they're gonna.
They're
you have to
gonna.
get them pumped on it.
okay, cool. Yeah, you should see Green Room because it kind of hits home for people in the punk scene. It's basically about a band who's on tour. They're like a struggling band, and I think they
Basically, okay.
what
Bands on
happens, like,
tour, they get a show offer because
Yes.
another show tanks. They get another show offer to make up for it at basically like this skinhead like hole in the wall club.
yes.
Shit ensues from there.
So
That's all we need to say. I don't want to ruin any. I don't want to spoil anything. No spoilers.
No
because
spoilers.
it's not out yet.
oh yeah, you're right.
So basically, shit hits the fan.
I mean, I read an article and it was like a bunch of spoilers in that, but
Well,
it's
okay,
fine.
we're not spoiling it.
Okay, I guess we won't.
Shit hits the fan from there. Machetes hit the arms from there. If you know what I'm saying,
I don't actually know what you're saying.
it's super violent.
Yeah, it's a really violent movie. It's actually like really stressful. Like I was stressed out by the whole movie.
I jumped in my seat at one point. And
Yeah.
like violence and gore and shit usually doesn't bug me, but like there was one little thing that happened. And again, I'm not going to spoil it, but it took me by surprise.
So not for someone
Not for the faint of heart.
not for the faint of heart. I got a little. Sorry, I saw The Revenant with you guys, which I thought was extremely violent.
You were
and
covering
gory.
your eyes. You would have freaked
I was
out.
very
during this.
scared.
This was like
Chris and I were actually hugging each other. We had a blanket over.
that's
our
not
eyes.
true. We
Yes,
weren't
were.
sitting next to each other. But yeah, back to the movie. So what did you think, Caleb?
I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I liked it too. I think it was good. I was entertained the whole movie. There
Exactly. It was
not a point where I was like bored or
Yes,
Yeah.
very, very thrilling.
yes, definitely
So, yeah, it was cool, and it was like Patrick Stewart as like a skinhead mob boss.
into it.
Fucking awesome, so
Yeah.
cool, so
That was cool.
And there's this, yeah, well, okay, we're not spoiling. It's rough, but yeah, it was really good. Great flick, super violent. Nice little shout outs to punk and hardcore stuff here and
Yeah,
there.
it was cool. They
Do you remember? Was any like? So they talked about real bands.
yeah
in the
so,
movie.
It's a fictional band, but they do mention some real bands.
Yeah.
But like
okay.
all the bands depicted in the movie are fictional, but they do a Dead Kennedys cover. I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Which is kind of cool. What else? Oh yeah, so there's a Q&A with the director afterwards, Jeremy Saulnier. I'm not sure. Sorry, Jeremy. But yeah, there's a Q&A afterwards, and one of the people in the audience asked him about like his roots in hardcore and stuff. He grew up in Virginia and went to a lot of shows in the DC area and stuff, and like grew up with that. And so the fictional band in the movie is based off of his friend's band. It's the
cool.
same name. I forget the name of the band, but it's a fictional band, but it's kind of based off real. And so
This was the
it's kinda
director.
neat.
This was the director.
This is the director.
Oh,
yeah.
right, that's very cool. So let me ask you this: the most important parts of the movie, that for me at least, how was the intro and how did it look?
Well, the intro is just the band waking up in their tour van.
Okay.
Oh, and actually, they show Fugazi sticker and a nothing sticker on the van.
Yeah.
Oh,
which
cool.
is kind of interesting.
Cool, yeah.
That's kind of neat.
So.
The intro, I don't remember being anything spectacular. Wasn't terrible. It was good, but nothing out of the ordinary.
How
They were
did it
like in a
look?
cornfield.
How did it look? Great, awesome.
Yeah.
So they're stuck.
Did it have a grainy feel to it?
very grainy,
Okay.
very green?
Oh, did it really have a lot of green kind of over?
Most of the movie takes place in a green room.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to tell you why they get stuck in there, what happens, but most of the movie is in a green room in this club, this like skinhead club, and it's very dark, very grimy, but it looks great. All the lighting is bueno.
It's fantastic.
How was Patrick Stewart's performance in this one?
Awesome. So I was just going to spoil something he does that's like really great, but yeah, it's great. He's very reserved, very quiet, very fucking scary.
Yeah, you like don't know what he's gonna do. It's just he's great.
Okay.
Awesome.
Cool.
It was great
So
to see him being a bad guy.
Does this get a thumbs up? Definitely go see this movie.
Yeah,
two
I
thumbs
definitely
up
think
for
so.
me.
And I think if you like punk and stuff, it's
It has some
It's
references
good.
to it. It's not
Yeah,
necessarily
it's-
about
It's
it,
not
but-
about it at all, but it is like in that world, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
they did a good job portraying.
That's what I was going to say. Did they...
Because some movies just aren't good at doing that. And
yeah, it's funny. Like, I'm a tech nerd, so like when I see people like doing stuff on like their phones, just like that's not even possible. Like it's not a real operating system that you have. Like I always like judge that sort of thing.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they did a pretty good job.
Yeah, like
I think so.
Like the opening is them. They're on tour. They're driving to this place.
Yeah.
They're stealing gas to get to the next area, and
That's what Suffer on Acid does, right?
no, we don't steal gas ever. But they meet up with the promoter, and it's just some dude who works at a college radio station, and he's like, "Yeah, here's the keys to my place. Go up, blah blah blah. I have to work. I'll be back." And then he sets them up with a show. They're playing like in this restaurant to 5 people who don't want to be there. That all felt pretty real.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, when my bands tour, it's like 100 people or more, and they're all like stoked. They're like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, it's never just you and the sound guy, right?
Never.
Yeah.
That's never happened. Sound guy? What's that?
you and the guy with the PA.
PA, what's that?
What's up?
PA.
So good. So thumbs up. So I'll put a link in the show notes to it,
Yeah.
to the website. So if you want to go check out a trailer or go see it,
Yeah, definitely fun. Not for the faint of heart.
After you go record shopping this weekend,
Yes.
you can go see the movie.
Also, this director, check out his older stuff as well. So he did Blue Ruin, that came out a few years ago on Netflix. Well, I don't know if it didn't come out on Netflix, but it's on Netflix.
No,
Great.
It's not anymore, but
It's not. Well,
yeah, I
it
tried
sucks.
watching it. I
It's
wanted
so
to
good.
watch
It's
it the
really
other day,
good.
but
Very similar feel to this, Blue Ruin, Green Room. But and I also found out in the Q&A, I didn't know this. I probably should have looked it up, but this guy directed one of my favorite Halloween movies ever. It's called Murder Party, and I remember I'm not sure when it came out, but I was like a younger dude, and my thing was me and my cousin or just myself. We would go to like the whatever movie store or whatever, and we'd get like discount DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff, just stuff that looked weird. We'd just buy and check it out. And I remember seeing this one. It's called Murder Party, which that alone is like weird and funny. And then like the cover was like this dude dressed up in like the shitty costume, like a cardboard knight, and he's like holding 2 chainsaws. And I was just like, all right, we're buying this. We got to get it. And it was like one of my favorite movies ever. It's so fun, so funny. Great Halloween movie. Check it out.
There we go. There we go.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
In the time after the last episode, that's what I'm trying to say. I saw 10 Cloverfield Lane, and it was really good.
Oh, good.
So I wasn't able to include on the discussion last time, but it was awesome. So,
Give a quick.
did you guys all like it? I didn't listen.
yeah, I thought
I absolutely loved it.
Okay, I thought it was sick.
Yeah,
I was like
yeah,
so
yeah.
psyched when it was over. John Goodman was terrifying. He was a creepy motherfucker.
I love Goodman. I love everything he
He's
does.
great.
yeah.
That shit was
Roseanne.
awesome.
I love Roseanne. Love it. I love everything he does.
It was really good. It was really surprising. I didn't expect anything that happened to happen, and it was just good. That's it.
Awesome. I'm glad you saw it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good.
Yeah.
Also, sorry, just bringing it back full circle. Our feedback earlier. This director, I will check out whatever he does next.
Oh, okay. There you go. There you go.
on his name alone.
Yeah, Caleb, I'll be back on the saddle again for the next episode.
He's back in the saddle again.
What are you going to make me watch for the next episode?
Are you ready? Oh, are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. We're watching Captain America.
Captain America?
Boop, 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 boop,
Is that like a recent movie?
Are you kidding me? Don't fuck with me right now.
I've never seen...
Like Captain America First Avenger?
You know what? We're going to skip right ahead to Winter Soldier. Captain America Winter Soldier.
You sure?
Yes.
There's going to be stuff you won't get.
It don't matter.
Okay.
I'll fill him in.
Why are you whispering like I can't hear you?
I don't know.
Because in 2 weeks, guess what comes out?
Oh, shit.
Sada.
All right, Captain America. I'll look into this. Just so what's the full version? What am I?
Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
The Winter Soldier. Okay. I don't even
baby.
know. I mean, I know who Captain America is.
Who's Captain America? Fill us in. We don't know.
Some guy from a comic book. I don't know. I literally don't know anything about Captain America.
Dude, newsflash, you like comic books now. You might be reading Captain America.
That's a little too crazy. I don't like comic books. I'm reading one. So we're getting a little too ahead of ourselves. So again, just to wrap things up, go on to the store this weekend. Use RSD 2016. Get 21% off your entire order. If you like the podcast, please subscribe to it. We're on iTunes. We're on SoundCloud. We're on YouTube. We're everywhere. And if you do like it, please leave us a good rating. Go to iTunes. Say something nice about Chris. He needs it.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Hashtag stay miserable.
Yeah. Use a hashtag on an iTunes rating. Who cares? And if you if you're listening on YouTube or SoundCloud, whatever, just hit the like button or thumbs up or whatever. Just do something. Do something nice. Share it. Share it around. But that's it. Thanks for listening, and go buy a record. Bye.